Hey everybody, it's me again. Alright, move out of the way, little dog. It is 93 degrees here with a heat index, so that makes it feel like it's 115. And I figured since I had to come out and save these cucumbers quick, I'd show you a quick update. The mint is bolting, as you can see. So, and it's got arms. We got to get them in some soil. Still haven't got that far. Our pumpkins are doing terrible. The heat is just killing pretty much everything. There's my little guy, the only pumpkin we got, but he's still growing. But as you can see, the heat is really bad. I mean, the leaves are yellow and browning and frying everywhere. The pumpkins are still putting off flowers, but they're not putting off any pumpkins because it's so hot that it's just too much. And you see we got my juice bottles. That's what that is. That's a supplement juice that I drink every day. And I got those that I fill with water during the day to keep all the soil wet. You can see it's pretty dry now. Here's the cucumber we're going to be harvesting. So let's see if I can... There's nowhere to really prop you up at. Well, we're just going to prop you up here on the ground a minute, and you can see me. There you go. While I go ahead and harvest this cucumber. Here's our cucumber. He's a fatty today. He's actually gotten pretty good and thick, but no longer. And these are pickling cucumbers, and I'm just rubbing all the little pokies off of them. You can see the little pokies on them. Yeah, they get pokely. So, let's see. I think that's the only one on this plant. We got another one though. So, even though everything is struggling to stay alive, we have gotten, here, let's show you, one more cucumber down there. He's a little bit smaller, but I'm going to go ahead and harvest him, and hopefully it'll continue pushing off these little guys. But as you can see, it's been so hot and dry that they're really not doing good. Those ones are doing good, but a lot of them are just drying out and pretty much dying, withering away. So, we'll go ahead and harvest this other cucumber quick, just so that way we got us another cucumber for the girls. I'll show you the rest of these crops, and you'll see they're just not doing too well. These guys, I got one little guy over there, and he's been that way for a week now and hasn't changed. And this guy isn't even putting off flowers right now. But he's still got a little bit of water. Nope, he's empty too. Got to fill everybody up. So, yeah, as you can see, I mean, even the yard, the grass is dying off. We got dry spots everywhere. But just give you a quick view. There's my ground cherry. There's a weed. These are the purple tomatillos, and you can see the leaves are all curled up on them as well. And see how they're curled? It's because it's too hot and too dry. So all the basil is already turned brown, and it's even having a hard time seeding because of the heat. There's the other tomato plant. Here's some more basil. See how it's all yellow? It's just, our heat is terrible. The peas are, well, hanging in there, but just barely. There's the other pea over there. She's probably about done. The radish is putting off all kinds of seeds, so that's good. I'll be able to harvest the seeds for next year. These are our green beans. There's, 8 or 9 plants in here, and only one green bean down there. And, well, that's what's going on. I mean, you can see. It's just so darn hot that everything is having a hard time. And of course I got my coolie towel out just so that I can keep cool long enough to come out here and do this quick video and harvest these cucumbers for the dogs. But while I'm out here, I'll show you a lower view of the garden tower project 2. And there's those beautiful zinnias. I keep telling everybody they're zinnias on steroids because they're taller than the tower, almost the same height as the tower. Here, we'll zip you up here a minute. The nasturtiums are still putting off little buds, but they're pretty yellow and not crawling like they should. But there's a cute little orange flower for the nasturtium. Chamomile is doing pretty good. It's only a little bit sunburned. Haven't harvested those last couple of carrots. I'll be doing that soon. The California poppies are done, and oh, it looks like there's a little bud right here. Yep, there's a little bulb right there, and there's another one there. And then they put off this little stem after they bloom, and this thing here, it'll dry up, and I gotta come out here and catch them before they drop, because they'll dry up, and you see that little line, they'll actually split and drop their seeds. There are the regular zinnias in the tower, and they're still doing okay, but you can see the browning of the leaves. It's just so hot, everything is getting sunburned. I think I got 2 little carrots still in there, not fully formed. The lettuce is already done. I'm just hoping to, oh yep, finally dried out today. Harvest these seed packs so that we have more lettuce seeds for next year. Here's our other mess. Like I said, everything is struggling. Our green onions are doing okay. He's getting a little dry, so I'll have to be pulling him soon. The parsley is still doing okay. I had left some water in the bottom of this last night just so that they didn't dry out, but you can see how the rest of the soil is dried. Got a couple more leaves of lettuce here and it'll be done. Everything's bolting. There's the other green onion. The broccoli has been devoured by critters. I do have a couple of carrots. These are the purple cosmic carrots that I left, that I didn't harvest. I was hoping that they would actually flower, but they're putting off carrots, so that's good. And I did start a bunch more carrot seeds because these carrots turned out so well and they were so delicious. Let's see if I can spin this little guy around for you. There we go. Here you can see the zinnias again. I keep telling everybody they're zinnias on steroids because, I mean, look at this stalk. The zinnia stem is bigger than my thumb. And they're doing really good. You can see back there the main stalks are huge. And they are flowering good. I had to tie them up because they got top heavy. But they're still putting off, so we're leaving those. There's the other basil. It's still surviving, but not by much. And everything else is pretty much done. That'll be enough now. Come on, you can go inside. It's too hot anyway. So let me get these dogs in quick, and I'll show you the shade tent where all the tropicals are. Chance, are you coming in? No, you're going to go with me. Okay, come on, let's go to the shade tent quick. So, back here in the shade tent, we've had so much heat that it takes me way too long to water everything. It's about 3 hours of water and everything because we haven't had rain in a month. So the shade tent has not been watered as frequent as everything else. Let me see if I can get this little lever hooked together here. Ooh, sorry if I'm making you seasick. There we go. I haven't even been able to get back here to weed whack. I did mow yesterday, so what little grass needed to be mowed. And this is what hasn't been mowed or weed whacked. These are all weeds and grass. But here in the shade tent, Charlie, our Christmas tree, is doing amazing. I tried to put him on the front porch a couple months ago. He did not like that. The sun scorched him really bad. He's still bouncing back, but he's doing a lot better now here in the shade tent. But everything out here is just growing like crazy. All the bonsais, you can see they're just growing like crazy. The cactus thingy over there, or some sort of aloe tree, I'm not exactly sure, is doing good. Oh, there's the first sign. You're too dry now. There, see, when the leaves curl up, that means they need more water. So I'll be watering these guys tonight. This guy's getting a little top heavy. Gonna have to move him around a bit. He's got a yellow spot, so we'll definitely have to keep an eye on him. He's just top heavy too. The amaryllis is booming beautifully. Everything is really just growing like a weed. Here's all the bonsais in the pot. They look like a bush now. The elephant ear is doing amazing. Big size. Did start to split, and then, like I said, it got so hot that it quit doing its thing. But everybody is doing incredible out here. I mean, seriously incredible. And I haven't watered them much, but it's been pretty good. Now this is supposed to be some sort of an orchid. It's a hybrid orchid. And I did come out and check on them yesterday and found, there it is. It has put off a flower stalk or flower stem and has little buds. So for the first time, that is going to give me a flower, which is really exciting because I've never gotten a flower out of that. So, and then when I bring them in the winter, the cats like to eat them. So it's hard to keep them away from the cats. But that's what's going on out here in the shade tent. It's hasn't been getting much water. And I've been having to water most of this, just bring the hose all the way back here, give it a good spray with the sprinkle part, and just keep it damp because it's too hot to even be out here to spend more than 3 hours watering everything. All right, and she's already up on the porch, so she's ready to go in. Let me let her in, and I'm going to show you one more thing real quick, and that's the update on my cactus. Yeah, too hot. Here, go get you a drink. Get you a drink. So, they did tear up the yard, finally, and fix the plumbing. I posted pictures on my Facebook page of that, and I do believe I might have done a video. I might not have because it's been so hot. I thought about it, but I might not have done a video. So here they did finally, they tore up all of the road and fixed the plumbing. So now I got to come in here and go ahead and mow the yard now that they're done. I did not move that pot because when I started to move that, I found out that there's a bunch of little bitty eggs in it, and they are the nasty little blue-tailed skink that I don't like, but I'm not a mean person and I cannot kill them. So they're just sitting there waiting to hatch, and then I guess come fall I'll go ahead and go through that soil. Banana trees are doing great. The these are not orchids, they are irises. They're still kicking. I need to clip them all down and let them start doing their thing. The weeds are doing wonderful, of course. The rose bushes are so hot again that even our roses are not doing too well. And they bloom for a day. As you can see, this one, I did actually water everybody out here yesterday for about 10 minutes. So they got some water, and the blooms are finally starting to come open now. But a lot of them have not. But the thing I wanted to show you is the cactus, also known as Nepalis. And let's see if I can find it. Oh, don't tell me it fell off. Oh no. Oh no. I've actually had to start watering him. Oh, it sure did. Hang on and I'll show you. I've actually had to start watering him because our heat has been so hot and so dry. That right there is a prickly pear. And it has been so dry, it's killing the fruit on the cactus. It can't thrive. So yesterday, like I said, I went ahead and gave it a good watering. And I think that's probably why I'm seeing now there is new growth here. There's also some new growth there. So that's good. And the rest of the prickly pears are not doing bad. I got one over here that's slightly yellow. If I can get out of the shade. You can see he's a little bit discolored. So I'm definitely going to have to keep watering this guy so that he doesn't die, because like I said, this year it's been quite bad. So it's hotter than it's been in a long time, and very mucky and humid. Humidity's been 59 to 62%, but even with the humidity and the index, it's just so dry, and the sun is so hot. It's burning everything. And yeah, it's really doing a number on our crops this year. Thank goodness we got some started in spring, so we did get a little bit of a harvest. But everything else is really struggling to stay alive and stay watered. I'm watering it every day. And about 10 o'clock in the morning, I come out, give it a sprinkle of water, fill up those bottles, come back out about noon to 2, in between noon and 2, check on the bottles and see if there's still liquid in them. If there's no water, then I'll fill them back up and put them back in here, and then the peak of the day gets here, and so then I'm not able to get out here until 7, sometimes even 8 o'clock at night, and handle the 3 hours of dripping the water out of the water bucket into a watering can to water everything. And because we haven't had any rain, I'm filling up that water bucket with anywhere between 7 to 12, I think yesterday. Yesterday was 12 gallons of hose water. And I mixed in some of the 444 neutral fertilizer. I got eaten by a skeeter while I was out back, darn it. Just so that these everything is getting a little bit of fertilizer and having something to thrive on, because we haven't had any rain. Usually I don't have to use fertilizer. And the fertilizer, the 444 I did use, is all organic, and I have looked into it quite a bit before I agreed upon it. So that's where we're at with everything. Oh, and oops, there's the new citronella plant that Ben got me the other day, day before yesterday. And that's because I have to sit out here in the evenings, and the skeeters get so bad I get eat up. And there's the little pine cone thing. He's still alive. I don't know how he's alive. I guess he's supposed to be some sort of tropical too. But yeah, this guy, he likes to be whacked around. You can see some of his leaves are a little curled, so I need to water him too. And yeah, you can see that soil is coming away from the pots. That's what you got to try and avoid. And that's with all of your soil. So even with me watering during the day in bottles, and then giving everything a good drenching at night, still not enough. So that's what we got going on. Just thought I'd give you a quick update. I'm going to go in and scrub these 2 cucumbers off, chop them up, and give them to the girls because the dogs like cucumbers. I might take a piece or 2 and put it in some water so that way I get some too. I usually do. I usually take a slice or 2 and save it for myself, and then the rest goes to the dogs. I'm going to make me some cucumber water, and that seems to be really good. Quenches your thirst. So anyways, I hope that you enjoyed this. We're praying for rain because it's a doozy here. So make sure you give us a thumbs up for liking us. Subscribe to the channel so you can get more updates. I'll try and keep you updated. There's not really much going on besides everything getting burnt to death. And remember, you are someone. You do matter. I love you. Stay positive, and I will see you on the next video. Until then, ciao now.